It's all the above, best believe we do it better. I want the fame, the fortune, all the above. I want the checks, the moolah, all the above. From Philadelphia to New York, all the above. Man, tell them other stations they don't do it like us. I want the fame, the fortune, all the above. I want the checks, the moolah, all the above. From Philadelphia to New York, all the above. Man, tell them other stations they don't do it like us. What up?
First and foremost, I want to introduce myself. My name is Angel Marie from All of the Above. How are you? I'm sitting here with music executive producer Benny Pough. How are you doing?
What's up, Angel?
Yes, yes. Thank you for joining me today.
What else would I be doing?
No, we're friends at this point.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, I want to say congratulations on the launch of your own record label, D.Verse Media. So can you let us know a little bit about D.Verse Media and what inspired you to create something of your own?
Man, so D.Verse Media is pretty much the culmination of everything I've learned in the music business and now giving independent artists an opportunity to learn and not make the mistakes that we know can happen, being a novice in the space. It's a full-fledged distribution arm, as well as I have an artist signed directly to our label, Paris Gatlin, who is now out at radio as well as on the DSPs and doing really well. So I'm super excited about where we are and where we're about to go.
I love that. So what inspired you to develop the name for D.Verse Media? How did you come up with that?
You know, it's so crazy just keeping young people around me. My son actually developed the name. He's just graduated from college, and we were talking, and I had given him as his 18th birthday gift was an LLC, and the name of his company was D.Verse. So when I decided to start, and I was like, damn, that's hot. So when I decided to start my own company, I was like, I got to jack that, right? So he's actually D.Verse something, and I'm D.Verse Media.
I mean, kids keep you hip though, so
no, absolutely. It's dope. And it's also, it embodies, I mean, to be quite honest with you, not knowing and why I couldn't get away, because I'd had, a list of running names that I thought for the company, but everything that I exude and what I've seen and where I'm going and where I've been is all about diversity, bringing people and including others into the walk, into, the community. So it was just a natural.
Exactly. I love that. And my niece Kayla, she always keeps me in the loop with things. I'm not old, but I feel like I'm not hip anymore because she tries to humble me a lot.
That's right.
I feel where you're coming from with that. And you have decades worth of experience in the music industry. What would you say is one skill or lesson that you have carried from those experiences in the D.Verse Media?
Oh, just credibility, honesty and credibility. And that's in every aspect of life. It's not just about being, an entrepreneur starting my own company, but it's the consistency that's going to move me through business, move me through relationships, move me through life. So, I don't wean from, the core essence of who I am.
I love that. No, that's like a gem you just threw out there for And over the past few years, you have served as the president of Rock Nation, executive vice president of Epic Records, and senior vice president of Def Jam, and responsible for signing artists such as Jeremiah, Future, FLY, and working alongside Jay-Z, Beyonce, and countless other successful entertainers. I feel like I could go on and on. So those are just a few I'm going to put out there. So what was your experience like working at these major record labels, and what role did you serve in these artists' lives and shaping their careers?
So working at a major label is the equivalent but different because it's nuanced as being in a corporate situation. Corporate is corporate, right? So just think of corporate is the cake, but each different business is a different kind of icing. So in the beginning, if you have your fundamentals together, you can pretty much work anywhere. You just have to learn what that business and how it's nuanced. So being in the music business, learning that, because I was a salesman prior to getting into the business, it's just a matter of adjusting, adapting, studying, and understanding, how to be efficient in the space. In regards to the artist, it was just an amazing opportunity being a part of someone's vision for themselves. When you think about artists and artistry, right? That's non-traditional. Being an artist and selling yourself, because ultimately that's what you're doing. An artist is selling themselves to become popular, to monetize, right? In order to, obviously feed themselves, provide for themselves. So being a part of that journey with them and them respecting and trusting in you was probably, one of the highlights of my career, knowing that people really depend and you are also entrusted with their art. So super excited.
Yeah. What do you typically look for when you're signing an artist? Is there a particular star quality or I don't even know, like a
So it
work?
starts with the talent. And then the magic steps in.
Mm.
Right. So if you don't have talent, you just don't have talent. It's going to be difficult to be successful without talent. But if you have talent and you have the magic, hence now we can go through a list of artists who have talent and have magic, and then hence equals staying power.
Exactly. I like that. And 2014, a tragic incident happened where you were in a near fatal car accident. So how did that um, incident affect and reshape your outlook on life?
Oh, totally made me look at my life from the lens of someone who didn't make it, and realizing that life, we're really on borrowed time. So
Mhm.
now you have to figure out, what do you want to do with the time you have remaining? What are the relationships you want to hold on to? What are the relationships you want to leave? Let go. How much time do you really want to spend at work? How much time you really want to spend at home? How much time you want to commit to your faith? All the things that, we kind of mutter through, from Mondays, you do this on Monday, Saturday, Sunday, right? And that becomes your week and your routine. But ultimately you have to lean in on your purpose. And that's what I realized for me in that instance, that I wasn't in my purpose. I was definitely doing what I do as being me the best that I could, but it wasn't my purpose.
Ooh, you're just giving me all the feels right now. Everything you're saying. And since then, you actually released a book titled On Impact: Life, Leadership, and Betting on Yourself. So, what does this book offer, and why was it important for you to publish?
So On Impact is impact stands for an acronym, which is intuition, mastery, pivot, authenticity, connections, and teamwork. And what it does is take the reader through each chapter, and at the end of each chapter, extract a hit list of items that you can now apply to your health, to your life. And what the accident did at that moment was, when God put that book inside of me, to now share with all those that will go on Amazon and purchase, right?
Yeah.
But more importantly, realize, like, if I can do it, you can do it too. Because life wasn't easy for me. I've had some really great times as well. I've been stuck and plateaued. I've took gambles and won, and gambles and lost. And all of that's become like the tuition for me to be who I am. And that's what impact actually represents.
I love that. And outside of your music career, you also offer time in public speaking and real estate investment. You literally do it all. Like, what do you do? So what type of public speaking events do you typically dabble in, and how do you engage and resonate with your audience?
So it's I've been doing this for fairly recent, but it's been truly exciting. I mean, I've gone from speaking from kids at 9 years old to 18. I've spoken with sales companies and crisis management companies, and all different assortment thereof. And what people really connect to is the story. It's the On Impact journey. It's because I've done a lot of what the audience that I speak to. I mean, I've worked 60 jobs during this lifetime, and I've done a lot of different things, from being an intern to a security guard to, obviously, the president of of a major company. So, and everything in between. So if you're stuck in your place and in your space, I feel that I have the method for you to move forward because I've been there too. So that's the recipe that's in there.
Yeah, you can resonate with your audience a lot more.
Absolutely.
Authentic. Now, how long have you been involved in real estate investment, and what sparked your interest in that industry?
Over 2 decades.
Oh, wow.
We grew up in a 5-family house, and I saw the value of the home on how it provided for our family. And it's truly rental. The rental piece is making money while you sleep. So when I got the opportunity to start making real money, that's when I decided to say, you know what, I want to do just as my parents did. I want to invest and have my money make money for me.
Yes, you sound just like my husband.
That's
That same thing.
right.
Now, I want to jump back for a quick second because the last thing that you had said in my previous question was how many jobs you've had, over 60 jobs. What led you to get to the point of being a president of a major record label? What doors did you have to go through?
I mean, I had to go through the corporate doors. I had to go through that training. I had to been baptized in, the things that I didn't know, brimstones and fire. Had to learn, had to ask questions, had to be vulnerable. Also had to be stern, and realizing that before I became a president, I was always moving and acting like one. So it wasn't new because I'd always positioned myself to be prepared for the opportunity.
Exactly. You got to fit the part.
That's right.
Now, we're going to switch gears a little bit because a fun fact that I do love is
Let's
that you
go.
are a collector of art and wine.
Ah,
So, what kind of art and wine will we find in your home? I see art right behind you, actually.
yeah, that's George Hunt. He's uh, um found out not too long ago he passed. So I don't know what that's valued as, but he was a amazing painter from Memphis, Tennessee, and he was actually a teacher in the school there. And I bought that painting maybe 15 years ago. And also, I'm a big Napa Valley, California cab guy. So, that's what I love. So you'll find in my cellar lots of cabs. Um, that's what I enjoy.
So, you like that dry wine, huh?
Yes, yes. And some fruit forward, but,
Yeah, more of a sweet red. That
yeah.
cab hurts my throat sometimes.
Uh,
Now, when it comes to being an entrepreneur and music industry executive, has there ever been a time where you've doubted yourself, whether it's signing a new artist, closing a new deal, etc.? And how did you push through those doubts and succeed?
it's not. I don't think doubt would be the right conversation for me
Mhm.
because I look at things that I invest my time in is giving all to the process. At the end of the day, if it doesn't pay off, I mean, there's rarely 100% batting average in anything you do. But if I've committed, then I'm going to give it my all. Now, then it becomes up to, the marketplace, the consumer, or whomever to make the decisions that are going to be the ultimate decider or decision maker and moving forward. But, once I commit, I commit.
Oh, that's real. I respect that right there. Now, out of everything that you have done thus far, and out of your 60 plus jobs,
Right.
what would you say has been the most memorable moment in your career thus far?
Oh man, like memorable moments we could just talk about forever. Detail, you gotta give me a little more. Like, what do you want here?
Let's see. Let's see. What would
I
you
can tell you a crazy story. Oh,
say to
in
me?
my career. Okay, so this is off cuff, and it's probably not the answer you want, but it's funny.
I'll take.
So in one of my buildings, I bought in Hartford, Connecticut, it was a 4-family,
Mhm.
and there was a problem with the sewage. We didn't realize that the pipe had sloped,
Oh,
right? Like it cracked. So all of the sewage from that line was going into the basement. So I go there maybe a month later, no one had known it was a stench. And I called a service to deal with this. So now this is salespeople. So I called a service that specifically does with that order of business. So we go in the basement, he and I, and he goes, man, this is the worst stuff that I've ever seen. I said, no, my man, you do this all day. This is the stuff you do. Right? Like for the layman, like you and I, we'd go, oh, you're right. It's horrible. It's horrible. But nah, man, this is what you do. So you're not gonna beat me over the head with that price just because this is the job that you do. So
try to get. Do you ever feel like someone probably tries to get over on you as well when they find out who you are or what you do?
I mean, that happens. I don't know if it's so much about who I am. Let's just think about, in general, people have motives, right?
Yep.
And they have a purpose, and they are driven for what they want. So it's just like going into a car dealership and you see the sticker price and you go, give me that car. Well, then that's your fault if you never asked to reduce the price.
Very true.
Right.
Got a bargain.
So look at life is in everything you encounter, you're not paying sticker. And then that becomes your mantra. You don't have to pay sticker. You have a choice. Negotiate.
Yes. Hey, I'm frugal. I know my way with words.
That's right.
Now, my last question for you is, what else can we expect to see from you in the future? Is there anything that you have going on, or at least anything that you can disclose?
Well, most importantly, going into the fall, we're launching the book. Super excited about that on Impact, available now. But we're putting together the tour. Really excited about that. Paris Gatlin's going to be releasing her EP this fall as well. So super excited about the things that I'm into right now. So got to bring them home.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, you've been dropping gems throughout this whole 10-minute interview.
Yeah.
I need you to leave us with one more piece of advice. Is there anything that you would like to share with any future entrepreneurs, businessmen and women, anything that you want to leave them with?
I think what's most important for everyone, and your audience, they should be very grateful for you taking your time and commitment to do this, right? To expose them to things they may not get to, but realize where you are is not where you're going to be. If you put your time in, you put the work in, you put your faith in, then you will definitely get to exactly where you're supposed to go.
Yes. Straight to the point. I love it. Thank you so much, Benny Pough, for chatting with me. Can you give everybody your information? How can they find you? Website, social media?
Everything is at bennypough.com, BENNYPOUGH.
There we go. Straight like that. Now, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully, is it raining in New York yet?
Nah, it's nice.
Oh, dang. Maybe I need to come over there. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest
No problem.
of your day.
Wednesdays at 7, Angel Marie and Kevin playing the illest records, bringing us back together. Philly is all season, storming through any weather, leaving the track bleeding. When we pull it together, we